Alright, so today we're going to take a quick look at Google Analytics. Google Analytics is a free analytics software package from Google that is part of your Google account basically, and it allows you to track your website's visitors, taking a look at pages they've visited, where they've come from, the type of connection they were using, and lots and lots and lots more than that. But we're just going to kind of take a quick overview of it so you can sort of get an idea of at least the basics. So I usually recommend to people that they at least check the dashboard, which is what you're looking at here, and look at it, usually at least on a weekly basis to get an idea of the visitors and sort of the progress of things. So when you log into Google Analytics, this is the first page you come to. It basically has an overview of everything. So it's got a basic overview of the numbers of visitors, the numbers of page views, the amount of time they spent on the site, where they came from, what referred them to the site, and also what pages they looked at while they were there. So just to sort of look into this a little bit, up in the upper right hand corner here, there's this little date picker sort of thing. So if you click up there, you can pick the dates. It defaults automatically when you log in to 30 days prior to today, right? So you're basically always looking back at about a month. So if you wanted to look, for example, at May specifically, you just click the 1 there and then the 31 there, and then click apply, and then it'll change the data relative to those dates. So you can pick any dates you'd like to look at. This little bar graph up here basically gives you a day-by-day view of the visits. So you can sort of look through here and sort of get an idea of overall trends. Down below that, under this site usage bar here, it gives you a little more detail. 360 visits to this particular website, 429 page views. So that means that 429 pages were looked at by 360 unique visitors. And then pages per visit. So this is basically the math of these two. So 1.19 pages were looked at per visitor. This is a one-page landing. This is a one-page sort of landing page kind of little mini site. So it has a high bounce rate. The bounce rate is basically the number of people that came to the site and looked at one page and left. Right. So that's the percentage of them, and then the amount of average time on the site. So 59 seconds were spent average on the site. Again, since it's one page, that's probably about right. And then the percentage of new visits. So 95.28% of these people were new visitors. Then you have the visitors overview. These boxes down here are more useful when you click the view report button, little link there underneath of them. So if you click the view report link, again, pretty much the same stuff you saw on the front page on the dashboard, with the exception of the type of browser they used and their connection speed, right? So it gives you a little bit of an idea of them. We'll just click the back button here. We'll go back to the dashboard. Then you have the map overlay. The map overlay is a great way to find out where your visitors are coming from geographically. So here's a map of the entire world. So we can see that 337 of our visitors here came from the United States, 3 from Russia, 12 from Canada, and it goes on and on. And then underneath of that is a breakdown, country by country, so you can sort of really look at this. Most of these are also easy to export out of here into Excel, so you can use them further. You can also change this data quite easily, and there's a handful of other things you can do to sort of display it differently. So you can make little charts and all kinds of little graphs and stuff. So pretty easy to sort of make reports and things like that if you have to. I'm just going to click the overview button and we'll head back to the dashboard here. Then the other thing that you can look at that's easy down here is the traffic sources overview. So this is going to tell you where people are coming from to get to your site, right? So in this case, 227 of these people came from Google, and then Yahoo, and on from there. And then the keywords they use to get to the site. So in this case, best registry cleaner was the #1 keyword people use to get to that. And then finally, the content overview. So this little report quickly and easily gives you an idea of what they looked at on the site. So in this case, this first slash, although it doesn't really look like it, is the actual home page, and then there's a links page and an about page. So this is useful to find out what pages, and you can click view full report as well on most of these to get the full list. So this gives you a good idea of what people are looking at on the site. So I think that's a quick little sort of 5 minutes on Google Analytics. There's an awful lot more to it, including setting up goals. You can sort of set up funnels. You can use this in conjunction with several other Google products, including the website optimizer tool, and a variety of other things that are very useful. So that's about it. Thanks for visiting. I'm Mark from Design Deluxe.